Janice. We're talking about your money on Money Tuesday, and particularly investing in those 529 plans for college for your kids. Stewart Welch joins us from the Welch Group this morning. Good to have you with us. Now, before we jump into that, I do want to ask you quickly about the markets. You know, a lot of times when people hear these headlines, Friday dropped about 400 points, they're thinking, oh, woe is me. But this really only affects short-term investors and hedge managers, right?
That's exactly right, Mike. I think it's unsettling.
Right.
The market's down about 6-8% so far this year, and you know that's not a big number, but it's a big number in a really short period of time. So it's got people nervous. The long-term investors, it's an opportunity. People that are short-term investors and allow the market to make them nervous, this will do it.
Long-term, you're getting prices that are low, so you're buying more shares.
Yep.
All right, now let's talk about these 529 plans. I know when you've examined these over the last few years, there's a lot of tricks and there's some traps. Talk about a few of these.
Tricks. So one of the tricks is a lot of people invested their money outside of the Alabama plan, like in the Utah plan, because Alabama had a really bad plan.
I'm one of those?
You're one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you roll your money over,
which I did,
back into the Alabama plan, let's say you roll $10,000, you actually get an Alabama tax deduction, which is going to save you some money. If you roll $20,000, you still only get a $10,000 deduction.
Okay.
So it takes some planning. There's your trick.
I see. Good one. Okay, is there another one?
There's a well, let's go to a trap.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
So let's go to a trap. So Alabama's like the only state in the union, I believe, that if you use out-of-state money to pay directly for college, then you actually have to report capital gains.
That is true.
So you want to be careful that you move it over there. So there's a trap. And we see people do that. They make the mistake. They'll pay it directly from Utah and then they get stuck. A trick is if you don't have, let's say you hadn't put any college savings in and you're about to start paying for college, if you, instead of just go ahead and pay it, you pay it into the 529 plan and then pay it from the plan, you still get the tax deduction.
Ah, okay, all right.
So and then a trap is you only get one rollover every 12 months. So if you're rolling yours over from the Utah plan, and you say, oh, well, I need to roll over some more money this year, you only get one chance at it. So it requires a little bit of planning.
All right, all right.
You want to go another trick?
Let's go another trick.
Another trick, if you pay $4,000 directly out of pocket to the university, you can capture the what's called the American Opportunities Credit.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
It's the old HOPE. And you get a $2,500 tax credit.
If you put it just straight towards.
You have to pay it direct, so it can't come through the 529 plan.
Okay, all right.
So you want to be sure you can, and there's some income limitations on that that you'll need to know about. And then the last trap is, under the Alabama plan, there are actually two plans. So there's one plan that pays commissions, which is going to be more expensive, and then there's one do-it-yourself. And that's the one that we typically recommend. It's done through Vanguard.
Because it has a low expense ratio, and that's why the ratings for Alabama's 529 plan have risen.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Thank you, Stewart. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.